those who obsess with death. Let them soon be acquainted with it.
Welcome gamers. This is the start of my Zero to Hero warrior journey, armed with nothing but raw strength, questionable life choices, and a healthy disregard for my sanity. My goal is clear. Take down the 4 max level bosses of Breach, Delirium, Ritual, and Expedition, and when that's done, I'll face the ultimate challenge. Defeating the final pinnacle boss of the game at its peak. Just like Path of Exile 1, you start on the beach as a clueless pleb. The only weapon my warrior currently has access to swings wildly between his legs. Seeing some of the decaying and filth-ridden woman ahead, I thinks it is best not to use it. The warrior has one way of dealing with his problems. He hits them in the face.
You can see them riding on the pavement. Young kids, they're growing up in basements. Online, a whole new generation. I'ma make mine, so you better go take it. Always, they need a new replacement. Decentralized, can't contain it. We're changing lives, yeah, upgrading. Call it suicide of the older generation.
The first real challenge in Path of Exile 2 is the bloated Miller. Or as I like to call it, my ex-wife. On most classes this is a trivial fight. However, the warrior is so weak early levels. If you miss a dodge or two, this can be the end of your run. Right about now, he would normally be dying.
A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation.
Don't worry, it won't be long now.
We'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it.
What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Keeps you up at night, yeah.
Just a little more.
Yeah, we were built to thrive, yeah.
I think that we've all had enough. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old.
There we go. Easy.
You got me let go. I think that we've all had enough.
I got my first uncut support gem, which allows me to make one of my skills more powerful by altering how it works. For instance, if I add it to my rolling slam skill, I can make it so it builds up stun quicker, which allows me to use Bone Shatter more, which is the white orb on monsters' heads you might notice. Bone Shatter causes those monsters to explode for high damage. Right here, you may notice one of the biggest problems for Melee and Path of Exile 2. They love their ground effects for bosses. Melee just have to run away from the boss. Especially if the boss just sits inside his ground effect damaging circle. Certain encounters in the Path of Exile 2 campaign reward players with permanent buffs to their characters. For example, defeating this boss grants a permanent increase to your cold resistance. Here is a quick collection of some of the mini-bosses I encountered during Act 1.
I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Oh, tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation. I don't know how to stop, I just go till I drop. Whether it's working or shots, give it all that I got. You can watch me work in my element. Anyone in the way is irrelevant. Wanna cross me, cool, not intelligent. Cause I don't forget shit like an elephant. Go ahead and tempt me.
While killing those bosses, I got an Exalted Orb and an Alchemy Orb. They are two of the main crafting items in Path of Exile 2. The Exalted Orb allows me to add a modifier to a rare item, and the Alchemy Orbs turns a normal item into a rare item with 4 modifiers.
Hammer and anvil!
On my way to the final boss of Act 1, I killed this rare monster and it dropped my first unique item. The surprising thing was, it was actually usable by my character. Not bad stats for a low-level warrior hitting things in the face. Now on to the final boss. I'll be honest, with how some of the earlier boss fights went, I was expecting this to be very hard.
Pay for that. Requiem on high. Desolation. As night falls, winter's chill, softly unworthy, through an endless night, they wither and tarry. Forsaken frosts, as cold as death, of baleless misery, the pack won't forget. I smell your blood, and I am ravenous. Chilling frost, requiem.
That was a lot easier than I expected. I will admit this fight gave me a false sense of security going forward as the warrior. The next video will show what I mean, but to give you a hint, the next few acts made me feel like I was a fly sliding down a razor blade using my nuts as brakes, and then landing in a pool of vinegar.
Used it against me.
Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
Messages.